Hello, I'm Max and you're listening to our Halo 4 review. With me today is Hobie.
Hello.
So what did you think of it?
Well, I never actually owned Halo 1 and 2, but I have played them through.
Yeah.
So before people go, oh, you're not a real Halo fan or anything, I am a very big fan of the franchise and I do enjoy the storyline and everything. I was a bit disappointed by ODST. Well, I say a bit. I was massively.
ODST, yeah. You loved ODST.
Yeah, but it was 4 hours campaign.
Yeah.
That being said, I loved Halo 4. I think it was brilliant. I hope 343 Industries can only do better, in my opinion. That being said, I completed the campaign in 6 hours, and I'm an awful Halo 4 player. I die all the time. I was on normal and I was still struggling with elites and everything. But I still completed it in 6 hours. Yeah. So,
but that's the thing. I'm a big Halo fan. I've even read the books, so I'm that much of a loser. I'm better than you.
Definitely.
But I completed it in 3 hours and 37 minutes.
Jesus.
The campaign.
Okay.
So that's the facts are. It was a brilliant game. It looks
amazing.
We'll start with the positives. It looks unbelievable on HD. It looks. The scenery just looks amazing. There's one bit where you come out of the darkness and you look at this whole new world. And we said this. Yeah. We spent about a few minutes looking. Oh, what's that?
What's happening there? Yeah.
But it looks amazing.
Even with that, the Warthog, it looks more realistic as well. It's actually got cylinders on the back, gas canisters and everything.
They've just tweaked the way it looks and sounds to make it much better. The gameplay is exactly the same as previous Halos, but I don't have a problem with that because obviously I love Halo.
You can't fix what's not broken.
Yeah, we'll get on to the negatives. It's way too short. And I understand there's a new thing called Spartan Ops, and it's sort of like extra missions that you have to download. I don't know if it's free yet. It best be, because I'm not paying. I will not pay for it. I will not pay for extra 5 missions that take an hour and a half.
I think they've already got a multiplayer map downloadable thing. For points.
They've got 2,000 Microsoft points for that War Games map pack. I understand that there's a Spartan Ops stuff, but the campaign is ridiculously short.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Again, I mean, when you look at things like Reach, I think Reach had about 10 missions.
Yeah.
This one's only got 8.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too short. And the story itself, we don't want to give anything away, but the story itself, I enjoyed it, but there's certain bits where it's just whatever.
Yeah.
On review of it, there aren't any missions that stood out. In Reach, there was the mission where you're fighting in the underground bit, and you're sort of you were getting sieged by grunts and stuff. That was a really good mission. There were no standout missions, but there weren't any. They weren't rubbish.
Yeah,
it wasn't shit.
I would say it flowed with Reach. It was this is the sniper level, this is that level, this is the whole remember the Alamo level sort of thing. Yeah. But with this one, it was all a continuous. I didn't know where a level started and where one began.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with it, but I would have liked a mission. A more of a BAM mission, a siege mission, something like that. But other than that, I can't speak highly of how it looks. More negatives.
Again, I mean, when we come to the final rating at the end, understand that I did love Halo 4, but there was nothing, I'd say, groundbreaking. And I know that's not a very valid point to say, well, what's bad about it? It wasn't great. But I liked that you could fly a Pelican for the first time, because I always wondered, why do you never fly a Pelican? You always fly something, but you never fly a Pelican. So I liked that, and I liked that they still had the mongoose and everything, and even though you never had to use it, it was still there and stuff like that. But there was no completely new element which I'd have liked to have explored, even if it wasn't great. Just something added, if that makes sense.
Well, there's not much they can do though. Or maybe the idea, because it's owned by, it's done by 343. Maybe they didn't want to rock the boat so much. Maybe they've played it safe and they've
Well, you can
kept
tell they
to-
did with the message at the beginning, at the end,
Yeah,
saying,
exactly.
"Oh, we hope you
Yeah.
like it. Oh,
Yeah.
we really hoped you liked
exactly.
it."
Because it's a big thing to take over the Halo, like one of the biggest Microsoft brands. Maybe they played it safe, and the new ones like Halo 5 and 6,
Now that they've earned our trust,
Yeah.
they can go crazy.
then they can do whatever they want. But yeah, going on to the multiplayer, me and you play it.
Yeah.
I think the problem I have with the multiplayer is maybe with most games now. It's the Call of Duty knock-on effect. They need to emulate Call of Duty because Call of Duty sells unbelievable amounts of games. The gameplay of the multiplayer is more like Call of Duty for me than Halo. I mean, that's not a terrible thing, but I prefer
What it used to be.
Yeah, I prefer calmer games, like more tactical games on multiplayer rather than Call of Duty's throw a grenade. I know Halo used to be like that as well, but it feels a bit more Call of Duty, this multiplayer. I suppose it's not a bad thing.
I can understand what you mean. I mean, with games, I'd like to say I'm level-headed. I don't take multiplayer too seriously and everything. But when you get moments that are bullshit, I call it out.
Yeah.
I get that a lot. I get that a lot with Halo 4. And maybe it's just me. I've already admitted I'm not the best gamer. But I can still hold my own. You know, if every life I lose, I at least take one with me. In Halo 4, it's becoming less so. Whenever someone sees me and I see them, I'm already dead before I can react. And it's things like that.
And that's what the hallmark of Call of Duty.
Yeah.
If you see someone, but if they're looking at you before you see them, you're dead.
Already dead.
Unless you get unlucky or lucky. That comes with time. Obviously, you're going to get better at Halo 4.
Yeah, but I spent ages getting good at Halo Reach. And then when I got good at Halo Reach,
I suppose.
back to the bottom.
But yeah, we would like for you to just put your gamer tag on the comments, and we would play some games with you. It'd be interesting to find some people to play with online. See if you can beat us, because me and Hobie do play as a team. Admittedly,
I'm
more than
the
Hobie.
shield. I'm the distraction.
It's like what it is. You know the Call of Duty advert with Sam Worthington.
Oh yeah, I'm the
what's his
noob.
face?
You're the.
You're the noob, yeah, but you don't get any better. So yeah, overall, what did you think of Halo? What would you give it out of 10?
Out of 10, I'd give it in its own bubble, not including any other games, not comparing it to Call of Duty or Assassin's Creed. From just Halo perspective, I'd give it a 9 out of 10.
Okay, so in terms of Halo games.
Yes, in terms of Halo games.
So what would you give it in terms of all games? Like as a game, standalone.
With
game,
everything, it would probably
lower to like an 8.
Yeah, lower
10,
to an 8.
7. See, I would agree with you. I think I prefer other Halo campaign stories, but I do like the promise of what the end of
Well, they said every
Halo 4.
large journey begins with a small step. This was our first step or something like that.
I do. I like the new monsters. I like the new sort of main baddie. I like the direction they're going with, but they didn't give me enough for this one. So I would give it an 8 out of 10 overall, and that includes the multiplayer. So that was our Halo 4 review. We'd like your views on Halo 4. Did you think it was better than the previous ones? Was it too short? Are you happy with Spartan Ops as sort of like a add-on to the campaign, or do you want to just play some games with us? It'd be fun to get some gamer tags going. Just leave your comments on our YouTube videos.
As a final PS or whatever, and please comment if you agree with me, but did anyone else think that the majestic fire team from Spartan Ops were just a bunch of arseholes? They're not what I believed Spartans should be. I always imagined Spartans as super soldiers. They seemed like the lads, and I didn't like that.
Yeah, that is a good point. The way the new Spartans seem more like ODSTs rather than Spartans.
They're no chiefs.
Yeah, they're no chiefs.